Hi, everybody. So, have you been envisioning trekking through an alpine forest and inhaling that uplifting but yet balancing scent of the fir trees? I hope you have. I hope you've been getting your creative juices flowing. And today I'm just going to quickly share with you about my one of my favorite oils, peppermint essential oil, and all the things it can do for us. Not all the things, that would take a long time. It really is versatile. It supports many systems of the body. The digestive system, we've known that for thousands of years. And, Pepto-Bismol was taken from peppermint. If you've got a headache, and as I have been dealing with the last couple of days, just putting it right where it hurts is tremendous. It just is so relaxing and soothing. Rubbing it into sore muscles is a very popular use. Emotionally, the scent of peppermint just gets right into your brain and interrupts those painful, negative kind of feelings. It's clinically been shown to help you not perceive pain as much and to give you a little reprieve from mental and emotional stress, as well as the perception of physical pain. That is really pretty neat. I love that we live in an age where we have access to beautiful, pure, powerful, amazing essential oils from around the world, as well as science that can learn about how they work and explain it to us. Not that you have to know exactly everything that's happening in your body to get the results, but I just think it's fascinating. I love to learn. So, our peppermint oil is delicious, tastes so good. You've had a candy cane and or smelled something peppermint before. I hope that's put a smile on your face, just being able to have that association. I remember when I was first learning about the oils, I was preparing a crock pot full of hot cocoa. So I'm going to say like a gallon and a half. And I put like a drop in at a time and tested it. And 4 drops was the perfect amount to flavor that entire batch of hot cocoa. Or as maybe one more drop would have just been like too much. So that gives you an idea. In fact, we tell you, a drop is like 26 cups of peppermint tea as far as the medicinal effect. And I love to show people when they're first learning to get a little smidge. It's all it takes. Inhale that. Enjoy that invigorating, cooling feeling maybe on the back of your neck. If you've got a fever or hot flashes or you're working out in the sun, it's a tremendous gift to be able to have that cooling effect. And of course, an injury, that's a big popular use. If you've got bruises and sore muscles, things like that, it really can be helpful. So digestion, respiratory, aches and pains, you're going to want to use a carrier, which is a fatty substance, because this one is one that's considered a hot oil. And all that means is that it's pretty intense on your skin. So we might find it refreshing in just a teeny little bit every now and then. But if you were going to need to apply it regularly or to someone with more sensitive skin, like a child or an elderly person, you would definitely want to make it absorb slower by using a fatty substance like a lotion or coconut oil, grapeseed oil, avocado oil, something like that. A massage oil is what we also call that. So peppermint is just amazing, versatile, beautiful. If you haven't had a chance to try it, I love to help, put you in touch with someone that can get you some or share it with you. It is called the oil of a buoyant heart. Not a boyish heart, although that could be the case for some. I have the 7-year-old who is like, I love peppermint. He loves peppermint, and he's like the personification of peppermint, peppy and ready to go. In fact, there are blends that are especially for, digestion or aches and pains, circulation, respiratory support, and they all incorporate peppermint because it just kind of supercharges the other ingredients and gets them going. So I do want to say that peppermint oil is not a substitute for sleep, even though it's helping me a lot right now to stay, focused. I'm still going to go pass out, no problem. So don't think that if um, because it's known as being stimulating, that you have to stay away from it or you'll be hyped up. Most people don't have that response. Just like lavender, even though it's calming and soothing, it doesn't knock you out if you're driving or you're at work or something. And it's important to pay attention to your own responses and those of your family and really notice what's happening. That's something that has been really good for me and my family, I think, as we've been on this journey, trying to use more natural things and realizing that it's not just one size fits all. So I just want to close by telling you a little bit about the song we're going to enjoy. It's called Who Were the Angels? And this peppermint that you're smelling, I hope it just like lifts and opens and begins to allow your creative juices to flow a little bit as you're going to consider, could those you love have been among the heavenly chorus that heralded the birth of the Savior? Have you ever thought about that before? What a beautiful way to honor the amazing events this time of year that we like to focus on and remember. And since we know that his birth was just part of a plan, including many important events like our pre-earth life and the creation and all that took place in the Old Testament leading up to his birth and life and ministry, and then his atoning sacrifice, resurrection, and eventual return to the earth. And I love when it says in the song, I hope you listen to the words carefully and consider all that, because when we understand the significance of all these events, it really, I think for me, it makes it why we want to go through all that we go through to celebrate Christmas. And I hope that you're able to choose which traditions you want to pursue and or create, and which ones you might want to let go, and realize that life can be fresh and new. In fact, here we that's how peppermint is described. The power can be felt in times of discouragement or depression to use peppermint to rediscover the joy of being alive. So I also want to highlight this beautiful art by Howard Lyon, who's a prolific, wonderful realist oil painter. He used to live in our area, and I was very much enjoying and drawn to this print. I'll put a link of where you can buy it, where he is imagining some of those herald angels. This is really cool, and you'll notice this with a striking red head right here. She appears in a lot of his art. That's his wife, Sherry. I love that. I've also been wanting to tell you about an amazing photographer who created, from the life of Christ, different things, including angels singing. And I think I saw a video sometime about how he did that, where they were on a trampoline and they were jumping and he was catching them like when they were in the right poses. Incredibly tricky, and gotta give them credit for pulling that off and doing that. And I'll be able to include a link where you can see that effect. Mark Mabry is his name in Reflections of Christ. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and close with this, and please let me know if you have questions that I didn't answer. And we'll do our beautiful song from Karen Grant.